And then there's this set of girls who are not able to see, that we are being nice to them and stuff. So she had this thing about saying, like a boy would, or this is a, they say that the whole outlook as to what can I do in this, या मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, is the biggest sign of helplessness and stuff. And I learned this, during the course of a cause that I went for. And there's a very senior lady who's basically doing stuff for animals and children. She said, let me share this in Hindi कि अगर आप कुछ करना चाहें या आप किसी के पास कुछ सिचुएशन या प्रॉब्लम तो खैर नहीं है, बट चैलेंज लेके जाएं या कुछ कंसर्न है या कुछ है, आप लेके जाएं और सामने वाला बोल दे कि मैं इसमें क्या कर सकता हूँ या हम क्या कर सकते हैं, so that is the biggest sign of a lost situation, because you're going in your heart and in your outlook to find a solution and to share and to see that something can be done about it, and the samne wala guy or the person turns around and says hum kya kar sakte hain isme. And I'm very sure that people in their homes or in their offices or at their workspaces or even in little situations like the metro station in sector 52, I had gone and they were pretty badly organized and stuff, and rather than 45 minutes, it took me an hour and 30 minutes to reach because of the wrong signages and stuff. So when you go and talk to a concerned person or a manager, he will step in and very easily say, हाँ तो मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ इसमें, what can I do in this, and certain people like me will stand up and say, but it's your job and you're supposed to be listening to us and giving us a solution. And I remember when I went in and I reported this and he came up with this, हाँ तो ma'am what can I do in this, बताइए मुझे. I gave him the solution and stuff, and I wrote a mail and some action was taken. So what I realize is that people come with this whole thing of not wanting to take up accountability, and even if they've been in a certain situation in any certain age or a home situation or a work situation, they kind of start thinking the same way. And then you're trying to help someone, or you're trying to come forward, or you're looking for a solution, or you're trying to resolve something. There are certain minds, closed minds, or minds which are blocked, or minds which are trying to consider themselves a victim, or minds that are perpetually looking down at themselves, or they're shown that they are smaller and they believe that. That's the worst part about it. And even men, they do it. I mean, you have a situation and you talk about it, and the guy will say, अच्छा तो what can I do in this, मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ इसमें, you handle it on your own, you do what you want, so if it is said in a positive manner that okay, you please go ahead with whatever you want to do and do whatever you want to do, then it is understandable. But when people get bugged, bothered, irritated, they don't want to take charge, they don't want to take responsibility, they don't want to look into it, they go around and they give you this shoddy thing about मैं क्या करूँ, मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, so this made me think loudly that मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ. And I thought about it. 20 days I had some painting going on at home, and I had my cervical back, and I was home, I was reading, and I was spending time here, and I kept having this thought in my head, मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ, मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ, मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ. And the negative of the maid servants who were from Bihar and some other people and some bad experiences also during the animal causes and stuff like that, they rang so hard in my head, and I had to tell myself, what can I do? And then I realized that this is the experience, so what can I do? What can I do? What can I do, man? So that's where my awakening happened, and I decided, okay, it's time to wake up and figure out a few things happening here and there. Of course, we've had certain drum circles happening, and we've been contributing time and energy and stuff like that. And as I've been sharing over social media, that being at AIIMS was one of my very nice, it was a very small voice in my head, but it was something which really shook me up, because I realized that we have so much of money for commercial properties, for fashion, for makeup, for jewelry, for expensive, luxury experiences and projects, and we have bags, and we have jeans, and we have coffee and restaurant food and stuff like that. And here is a hospital which is a backbone of our country, which has got the bestest of doctors. Many of them I've met and spoken with during Corona, and we've had exchange of thoughts and messages, and we've had thought sharing. And it's gone even to the level of meeting the doctor of the prime minister of our country and stuff. And I realized that, yeah, I mean, this is the backbone and this is the way one hospital is. So can you imagine how the other hospitals? And I've been very